Spencer Lazara, MMAinterviews.tv, alongside a legend, Mr. BJ Penn, man. It's such a pleasure to have you here and speak to you. How's everything going? Obviously excited. Just a few weeks, you'll be back here in Las Vegas filming The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, what a change of plans. What an amazing change of plans. You know, my life took a couple days ago or a week ago. But, you know, so we're up here enjoying our time with Matt Hughes at the Mr. Olympia. And we come back on October 13th, October 14th, and get ready for The Ultimate Fighter opposite Frankie Edgar.
Are you going to be bringing your family out? I know Frankie's doing that. You know, it's hard for you guys, family men, to be away from your family for such an extended time. Are you going to bring them out here for a time?
I will definitely bring my family out here. And I was wondering, I asked Matt, I said, when you did the Ultimate Fighter show, you had a family, you know, how'd you do it? Kind of, you know, told me how he set it up and brought his family out and this and that. And that's what I told him. I said, you know, I'm going to have to do the same thing. You know, it's just as time goes on, it's just tough to be separated.
Definitely. Is he going to be part of your coaching staff, perhaps, or who else are you going to have?
We're supposed to have Andre Pederneiras is coming in. We're going to go actually have a meeting with somebody else tonight, maybe a strength and conditioning coach that might be coming in. I'm trying to see how much I can get Matt Hughes down there. I'm trying to get a verbal agreement to see if I can have him at least there every week. You know, so we'll see what I can do.
Obviously, you're going to have your family, so that's not the hardest part of being away from Hawaii. So what is the hardest part about being away from home for that time?
I think, yeah, nothing. I'm going to be good, and just, you know, there's a lot of noise and confusion in the world when you're in the city, but that's fine. We're going to just deal with it and go back home and get focused again.
Is there anything you learned from doing The Ultimate Fighter before that you can bring into the season?
You know, I'm really gonna, when I get out there, I know I'm gonna have a lot of coaches who are gonna help me to help the other guys, but I really know I'm not gonna try to step on the fighters' toes so much. You know, the fighters know what they have to do. They're there. They know what they need to get done, and you know, I'm just really gonna try to work with the fighter and make sure everything just gels smoothly.
Obviously, some good-sized guys. You're used to going against guys bigger than you, but maybe not too much training with the guys in the house. What do you think that's gonna be like?
Yeah, because it's 205 and 185, so you know that I'm sure we'll be doing techniques and stuff together. But as far as you know, it's totally different from the last Ultimate Fighter because that was a 155. We had a bunch of training partners. So we'll see what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll roll around with them and grappling in here and there, but I just better make sure I don't get hurt.
In your long, storied career, what is maybe a fight that sticks out as your biggest accomplishment, or one that really shines as something that you remember and have a lot of you know, good feeling about?
My two favorite fights, without a doubt, was the first time I've ever walked into the octagon. They played that old music, and you know, going in and I'm like, man, I'm really gonna go against somebody who is actually training to fight me. I'm not just some punk picking on somebody. This guy's actually trained and ready. So that was the first. That was such a big thing for me. And then of course my first fight with Matt Hughes. That I can never let him live down. And I told Matt, I said, you can beat me. All you gotta do is stick around for a little while, Matt. There he is to get him.
How is it watching all these young Hawaiian fighters now doing really well in the UFC? I mean, there's a ton of guys burst on the scene. Does that make you proud?
That makes me very proud. You know, mixed martial arts was always, it always was big in Hawaii, and jiu-jitsu, we were always good. We always did exceptional at the jiu-jitsu tournaments in Brazil and in California and different things. And I think the MMA took off in Hawaii so big because we don't have a professional football team, we don't have a professional basketball, so that's the only time you're going to see the athletes on the world stage at this point.
Cool, man. Anything else you want to say, BJ?
I got nothing left to say.
Definitely cannot wait for this Ultimate Fighter Season 19. It'll air sometime in April. This man, BJ Penn, is coaching, of course, against Frankie, the Answer, Edgar.
Hey, this is Ariane Celeste.
This is Uriah Faber. UFC lightweight champ Anthony Showtime Pettis.
This is Dan Henderson. You're watching MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.